What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It is your boy, TheGlacierr, and today I'm making a video on telling you guys exactly how I got to Diamond with Garen. Now, a lot of people are really shocked by this. Every time they find out that I'm a Garen main, they're like, how the hell did you get to Diamond with that horrible noob champion? And I'm here to tell you why. So like and subscribe if you're not a part of the dream team already. Slap that sub button, boys. Alright, so let's get into it. So let me just start off with a little background. So basically in Season 3, I was stuck in Gold 5. Hard stuck Gold 5. I was losing 20 LP, winning 12 LP a game, and there was absolutely nothing I could do. And I kept going to my friends, my high elo friends, how the hell do I get out of this elo? No matter what I do, my team's feed, I'm winning all my lanes, I'm warding, I'm doing whatever the hell I can, and there's absolutely nothing I can do. What do I do? So I searched as long as I could to try and figure out what I could do, and I decided to main one champion, and that was Nidalee. And basically what ended up happening is I continued for the entirety of Season 3 until the last like 2 months or so, and I got myself from Gold 5 to Diamond 3 after putting in about maybe like 1,000 games of Nidalee mid lane or something like that, something crazy. But I went out and I searched the best Nidalee main, which at the time was Bishu, and I did nothing but study everything that he did, his builds, his runes, his masteries, the way he played, how did he play in lane, how did he play post lane phase, what do you do in this situation? I just kept doing that, and I kept emulating it into my exact gameplay. And then once I got to Diamond 3, everything was easy peasy. Now, after stopping playing Season 3, I took a nice little break, came back Season 4, 5, 6, played a little bit, and I was actually stuck in hard Platinum 1 ever since. I could not get myself to Diamond. I was hard stuck, Plat 2, Plat 1. I actually got into my series Plat 1 and lost it 3 times into Diamond. There was nothing I could do, so I had to revisit, okay? What the hell do I do? Let's go back. I can't just play Nidalee mid lane again and steamroll everyone with those 10,000 damage spears. So what do I do? So the first thing I had to do was I needed to figure out how to win without my teammates, okay? I couldn't figure it out, so I decided, hey, let's pick up Garen. He's an easy enough champion to play. Maybe I can develop a style of my own, okay? So I later found out tank Garen, obviously you can't do anything with him, so I decided to, hey, I'm going to apply a crazy split push strategy that I worked on, rushing to Youmuu's Ghostblade in a Trinity Force, and I'm just going to split push all day. I don't care if my teammates are 0-10, 0-5, whatever the situation may be. All I did was just split push like crazy, and it worked. It worked so damn well. I found that even if you don't want to split push, being able to never rely on your teammates for absolutely anything, for jungle pressure, for being able to take objectives, for anything, that is such a powerful tool because you're eliminating the need to have 4 teammates on your team. I have countless times on stream, on video, off stream, have carried games by myself 1 versus 9, literally 1v9. So like I said, I picked up Garen, split pushing, found a way to not rely on my team. That was step number 1. The second step was learning how to win 90% of the time. Learning how to win lane phase 90% of the time. Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking in your head, you guys are knowing what I'm talking about. Like, you see players, when you watch like Professor Akali, or you watch me, or you watch Shifter, or you just watch a bunch of these really high mechanically gifted players or whatever, you see that they win their lane more often than not. And there's an actual science behind it, and there's a couple of things that are involved with doing that. Now, when I first picked up Garen, that was never the case. I was winning my lane maybe 50% of the time because I was doing it wrong. Now, there's a couple things you got to keep in mind here. The biggest one where I went from, on Garen top lane, from pretty much having like a 40 to 50% win rate in the top lane phase, was the focusing on nothing but that wave control. At level 1, in every single elo up until maybe like Diamond 3 and above, maybe Diamond 2 and above, you're going to notice a common theme in all 3 lanes. People are auto-attacking the wave right off the bat. They're pushing. They're just pushing right off the bat, and they're trying to get a level 2 advantage, which 9 times out of 10 doesn't mean anything. So you take advantage of that, you take that wave, and you freeze it. And you just sit there and you play off of your opponent's mistakes. Once I started to do that, everything fell into place. I started to get proper vision control. I started to get perfect wave control. Started to get optimal recalls. And I was able, because I wasn't so focused on the person's HP bar, and I was focused on, okay, let's just chill, play off their mistakes, focus on the wave control, let's last hit, I was able to know where the jungler was at all times. And those three things are important. Wave control, proper vision control, and knowing where the jungler is at all times. If the jungler is not in sight, you should not be fighting the person in your lane. If the jungler's on the bottom side of the map, guess what? Do whatever the hell you want. You know what I'm saying? So it just became an ongoing thing where I kept dying to ganks. I was not having perfect wards. The wave control was never in my favor. I was getting, people were freezing on me. People were pushing me under tower. There was nothing I could do until I figured out how to do all this stuff. So everything kind of just fell into place. And it was just, it's a real easy thing to get into Diamond because no one freezes the wave, no one wards, and no one cares where the jungler is. People are dying to every single gank in Platinum 1 Elo, in Plat, and Gold, and Silver, and Bronze. They're dying to every single gank that comes through. So if you can figure out how to master those three things, wave control, proper vision, and knowing where the jungler is at all times, your lane is going to be easy peasy no matter who you're against. Like I'd say 90% of the time. You know, you're going to go against shitty matchups all the time, but I'm telling you right now, being able to do this is going to be the secret. Now, another thing that helped me out as well is you need to lock in on your champion and you need to learn how to build perfectly, absolutely perfect in every single situation. So for example, like before when I would go against a Teemo top lane, I didn't know how to build against them. So what I would do is I would build a Youmuu's Ghostblade into a Triforce every game, and I wouldn't know why. I didn't know why that was bad, you know? So let's say you're going against a full AP Teemo in the top lane. You know, your first item should be a Hex Drinker, so you can tank all of his bursts that he throws at you when you go for an all-in. The second item should be a pair of Merc Treads, reduces the blind duration by 30%. Youmuu's Ghostblade, the movement speed to be able to close the distance between you and him when he pops W, etc., etc. So as you play your champion more and more, you start to realize, hey, okay, if I'm going against a Pantheon, I kind of need some armor. I need some early armor, like a cloth armor or even a chain vest, just to be able to survive when he throws all of his spells at me. He has nothing left. I tanked him, and now I can just go all in and kill him. So learning how to build optimally as well is a part of the package, those four things. Now, another thing, moving on to reason number 3 why I got to Diamond, or how I got to Diamond, was that there is a very special reason why you play on a Smurf. And that reason is to not tilt. Now, a lot of people, they play on one account and they just spam games over and over again. They play 10 games or maybe even more a day. And the reason why that's bad is everyone's going to get tilted. Whether you slam your keyboard on the ground or whether you type like crazy, you flame, or whether you just give up like emotionally in the game or whatever because something bad happens. It happens to everyone, no matter how perfect you think you are, everyone gets tilted. So that was one of my biggest problems too. I know I'm good at the game, but I'm easily tilted if I make a mistake, if I get like camped, whatever the case may be. If you ever are having problems with any kind of tilt, you're not feeling in the zone, you don't feel like you're going to dominate everyone in whatever lane you're playing, make a Smurf account, play your games on that one, and just leave your main account that you want to climb Elo on for another day. Play no more than a couple games unless you feel good. Now, this is actually advice that was given by, I don't remember who it was. I think it was an LCS player that said something like that, but he pretty much just said the same thing I just did, you know, like play like 2 or 3 games on your main account and then just chill, just take a break. If you're feeling in the zone, play some more. If you're not, if you're in any way, shape, or form not in the zone, not feeling good mechanic-wise, you're just upset or whatever, you're tilted, play on a Smurf account, get your practice in, have your fun or whatever you're trying to do on your Smurf account. So as you can see, these are the 3 ways that I was able to get to Diamond and able to consistently climb through Diamond as well. Once I got myself into Diamond, getting myself to Diamond 4, literally one day of work and I'm already Diamond 4. Now, this account's MMR is in the shitter. I'm getting like 12, 13 points a win, and I think I'm losing 20, so it's still pretty goddamn hard to climb out, you know, when your MMR is really shitty, but the season's going to reset, and I'm going to go for it again next season, try and get to D3, D2, D1, Master Tier, whatever. But that's the gist of it, honestly. Just learn how to Just be patient in your lane. Stop worrying about getting kills and stuff. And I'm telling you right now, the games are going to come a lot more natural to you guys. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, as always, let me know down in the comments section below. I really hope that this is useful information. I know some of it may seem kind of obvious, kind of vague, kind of general, but I'm telling you right now, in my experience, this is exactly the reason I got to Diamond and the reason I'm continuing to climb in Diamond. The fundamentals makes everything easier. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.